Good morning, my dear students. This is the second lecture of the chapter Allergy, chapter number 9, given in your book. In my previous lecture, I have explained about the term allergy, the term allergen, immunity, immune system, and different kind of the allergens and with their symptoms. Today, we are going to talk about the entry route of the allergens and the type of the allergies. So, the first, entry routes. Entry routes of the allergens. What are the entry routes of the allergens? Have you ever thought of it from where these allergens, or if I say the microorganisms like bacteria and the viruses, how they enter into the body? What are these things what are the parts in our body from where these microorganisms or the allergens enter? Nowadays, in this COVID-19, which is epidemic, it's said that we should wash our hands regularly, where we should not touch our nose or mouth but regularly. We should avoid touching nose and hand. We should avoid touching any substance, or we should wear gloves in our hand, and we should avoid coming in contact with any of the patient or any of the COVID-19 patient or any of the human being, so that we should not suffer from this kind of the disease. Why it is said? It's because these microorganisms or the allergens also can enter into our body from the nose. They can enter into our body from the mouth. They can enter into our body by touching any substance through the skin. So that is why it is said to avoid. In the say case of the communicable diseases also, it is said to avoid touching the patient who is suffering from the disease, because these microorganisms, and in case of allergies, the allergens can enter into a body with the skin, by the help of the skin, through the skin. They can enter into a body by the nose while breathing. When we breathe air, then these allergens or these microorganisms can enter into a body, and by mouth when we eat the food, when we eat contaminated food or any food which in which allergens is mixed, then these allergens can enter into the body. So there are three routes from where the allergen can enter into the body. That is, first the nose, the second is the mouth, and third is the skin. You must skin how from where, how from the skin that these allergens can enter. Actually, you must have seen your mother or your sister applying a cream, and you must have also applied the cream on your body surface. We apply the cream, after some time the cream get absorbed into the body, and if any person is suffering from the allergy of that particular chemical present in that cream, then the absorbed cream will react inside his body, in his body or on her body, and the body will show the symptoms of the allergies or relate towards that particular cream. So our skin absorbs different substances. When we are exposed to the sunlight, our skin absorbs the sun rays, and if we are suffering from allergy from the sunlight or from any of the cosmetic, then our skin is going to show the reaction towards that particular allergen. From the nose, when we inhale air, then any of the allergen can enter into the body, because so many dust particles are present around us, pollen grains are there around us, and when we use perfumes, the sprays, and so the droplets of these sprays, and so while inhaling, if anybody sneezes, with the droplets come out from the sneeze, and the droplets with the sneeze get mixed up in the air, and when we inhale the air, the droplet of that sneeze move inside our nose with that particular air. So the droplets and the dust particles and the pollen grains which are present surround around us in the environment enter into our body with the nose. That is why it is said to wear the mask during these days in the COVID-19 epidemic, because when we inhale the air, these droplets, the sneeze particles, the sneezed droplets can enter into our body, and we can suffer from the disease. So the mask, what does the mask do? Mask prevents the droplets to enter into the body. So with the nose, when we inhale the air, the allergen or any kind of the microorganism can enter into the body. It is also said that these days it's not good eating outside food, or it's not we should avoid eating the restaurant or the outside food, junk food, because it's risky. Why? Because it's the food item. We don't know how they are preparing, how they are making, whether it's safe or not. If any contaminated food which we eat enters into the body, then our body or immune system reacts to that particular food item, and it can show the reaction towards it. If the person is suffering from the allergy or from that particular food item, then the body is going to show the reaction. Otherwise, if the contaminated food contains any of the microorganism, then we can suffer from the disease of that caused by that particular microorganism. So these allergens, these or the microorganisms like viruses and bacteria enter into the body through the nose, from the mouth, and from the skin. From the nose by breathing, from the mouth by eating contaminated food, and by skin by touching or coming in contact with any allergen or any infected thing. So these are the 3 entry routes from where these allergens can enter into the body. Now we are going to talk about the type of the allergies. Actually, this is categorized into different types. The first is on the basis of the period allergy. Periods of allergy. Period means the time duration. Till how much time the allergy persists. That is the period of allergy. So according to the period, there are 2 kinds of the allergies. The first one is the seasonal allergy, and the second one is the perennial allergy. The seasonal allergy, as you can see, the first one is the seasonal allergy and second one is the perennial allergy. Seasonal allergy. Seasonal allergy is the allergy which appears during particular season. It's not all the time present. It is not throughout the life. It appears just in particular seasons. That is the seasonal allergy. While the second one, that is the perennial allergy. Perennial means throughout the life, and this particular allergy is going to appear, the symptoms of this particular allergy is going to appear throughout the life. So the first which we are going to talk about, that is the seasonal allergy. Seasonal allergy, as you can see, seasonal allergy develop only during specific season. Like for example, if somebody is having the problem or the allergy from the changing temperature, from the changing environment, then if like कहते हैं ना सर्दी गर्मी हो रही है, सर्दी गर्मी, what is that? That is a kind of allergy. सर्दी गर्मी में क्या होता है, लोग अक्सर बीमार पड़ने लगते हैं जब मौसम बदलता है एंड बारिश होती है, या फिर सर्दियों से गर्मी की तरफ जाते हैं या गर्मी से सर्दी की तरफ जाते हैं. तो changing weather, this changing weather causes the allergy in many of them, because many of them suffer from the cough, from cold, from sneezing, sometimes runny nose or headache is there. So these all are the symptoms of the allergy which is related to the changing in weather. But if we talk about specifically the seasonal allergies, the first one which is given in your book, that is the spring allergy. What is the spring allergy? Spring allergy is mainly caused due to the pollen grains which are there in the air during the spring season. During the spring season, what happens? The flowers bloom, they start pollinating, right? When the flowers bloom and they start pollinating, the pollen grains which are carried by the wind, they are there in the air. And these pollen grain, if anybody is suffering from the allergy of these pollen grains, the pollen grains enter into the body of that particular person, and person suffers from that from the spring allergy. After this, the next one is the summer allergy. Summer allergy during summer. Summer allergy usually is triggered by the pollen grains, but not the pollen grains of the other plants. Basically, the pollen grains of the grasses and the weeds. So during the summer season, the grasses and the weeds, their pollen grains are present in the air, and when inhaled, the person can suffer from the summer allergies. Next, fall allergy. Fall allergy is due to the dust mites, due to the molds. Molds. What are the molds? Molds are the fungus present on the food item, fungus present on the surface of the wood or surface of the where moisture is present. In short terms, where the moisture is present, the fungus which is found. Basically, you must have seen the chapatis, the chapatis or the bread which is stale. You must have seen the fungus growing on it. That is a mold, right? So because of these molds, because of the dust mites, what are the mites? The small microorganisms which are present in the air, caused due to the dust. Because of these, the allergy happens. That is called as the fall allergy. And the next one is the winter allergy. Winter allergy is also due to the changing season. During the change season, what happens? The molds and the dust mites are present usually in the air. So because of these allergy happen. The winter allergy, the fall allergy is due to the molds and the dust mite which is present in the air, and especially during the changing weather, changing season. After this, hay fever. Hay fever is actually given in your book. It's given in the seasonal allergy, but it is a kind of a perennial allergy if we consider, because it is due to the pollen grain. Pollen grains can be any time present in the atmosphere, can be during the, and whenever the pollen grains will be found in the air, in the weather, then the person is going to suffer from the allergic rhinitis or hay fever. So that is why it is also considered to be the perennial allergy, because it is present throughout the life, it cannot be cured, and it is found in every season. Whenever the person is going to come in contact with the pollen grain, the person will suffer from hay fever. Then so that is why it is called as the perennial allergy. It's not like that ki only once in a year in a specific season the person is going to show the symptom of the hay fever. No, the hay fever is throughout the life. First of all, this allergy will remain throughout the life, and second thing, the hay fever can be caused to any of the person whenever that person is coming in contact with a particular pollen grain. So that is why it is a kind of a perennial allergy. Some of the common seasonal allergies which trigger the sneeze, like spring allergies due to the pollen grain, the fall allergies due to the dust mite. So these allergies, basically what they do, they trigger the sneezing, trigger coughing, runny nose. Must have seen when the weather changes, like nowadays when the weather is changing, it's the rainy season, so some people are suffering from some kind of the allergies. किसी को नाक बह रही है, किसी को खुजली हो रही है, some of them have the watery eyes, or some of them are coughing. So these all are the symptoms of the seasonal allergies. The common seasonal allergies basically trigger the sneezing, the coughing, runny nose, itchy, watery eyes, and also generally the body ache. So these are the various symptoms which are caused due to the seasonal allergies. Now we are coming on to the perennial allergy. The perennial allergy. Perennial allergy is an allergy which appear at any time year around. It is not specific that only in one particular season this allergy is going to happen. This perennial allergy can appear any time around the year. साल में कभी भी किसी भी वक्त कहीं पर भी ये allergy हो सकती है. This is a perennial allergy. Perennial allergy in this, if we are there in our home, if we are not going outside, then how this allergy can happen? This allergy can happen from the dust present in the house. This allergy can happen from the mold spores, that is a fungus growing on the stale food items. It can happen due to the cockroaches or due to the insects present in the house. This allergy can happen due to the pet dander, that is the saliva of any of the pet, or from the fur of any of the pet. This allergy can happen from the food item if we are allergic towards it. This allergy can happen from any insect bite. So perennial allergy is the allergy which can happen year round. Like for example, if I say, if a person is suffering from the allergy from the milk, किसी को दूध से allergy है और दूध पीते ही बंदे को पेट में दर्द होने लगता है, then if the person is going to drink the milk during summers, he is going to suffer from stomach ache. That person is going to drink the milk during a rainy season, then too he is going to suffer from stomach ache. In the same way, if the person is going to drink the milk during winters, he is going to suffer from stomachache. This is a perennial allergy. It is not a seasonal allergy. Perennial allergy कभी भी हो सकती है पूरे साल में. ऐसा नहीं है कि वो specific time एक ही season में ही होगी. वो कभी भी किसी भी वक्त हो सकती है. So the perennial allergy, the causative agents which enter, or the allergens which enter in the perennial allergy is by the contact or by the skin or by the mouth. Generally by the mouth and by the nose these allergens can enter. First perennial allergy is the respiratory allergy. All the seasonal allergies are respiratory allergies, but some of the perennial allergies are also respiratory allergy, like asthma. Asthma is a respiratory allergy which is perennial. Asthma attack can take place anytime in the year. But other than that, if we talk about the summer allergy or the winter allergy, they are some of the respiratory but सीजनल एलर्जीज. उसमें सांस लेने में दिक्कत होती है बिकॉज पॉलन ग्रेन्स क्या हो रहे हैं, अंदर जा रहे हैं हमारी बॉडी में एंड दे आर अटैकिंग टू द लंग्स ऑन द रेस्पिरेटरी ट्रैक. तो उसमें सांस लेने में दिक्कत होने लगती है. वी सफर फ्रॉम कफिंग एंड रनी नोज एंड ऑल दैट. सो दैट इज अ काइंड ऑफ अ सीजनल रेस्पिरेटरी एलर्जी. बट इफ यू टॉक अबाउट द पेरिनियल रेस्पिरेटरी एलर्जी, देन द रेस्पिरेटरी एलर्जी विच इज पेरिनियल, that is asthma. Asthma is perennial respiratory allergy. Other than that, the food allergies are the allergies which are also perennial. It can be from any of the food item. Basically the protein present in the food item, like milk allergy is because of the protein casein which is present in the milk. It is caused due to the protein casein present in the milk. Next, if the person suffers from the milk allergy, then what happens? The person cannot tolerate any of the milk product, neither the dry milk powder or nor the milk. Cannot tolerate if there is some amount of the milk in any of the food item, then the person will suffer from the milk allergy. And in this, what happens? Generally the stomach ache occurs. Next, wheezing. What is wheezing? I have told earlier also. घर घर की आवाज जब आती है सांस लेने पे, that is wheezing. That immediately start occurring. Person start vomiting. That is due to the milk allergy, and it is because of the protein casein which is present in the milk. Next is the wheat allergy. Again, wheat allergy is also due to the protein which is present in the wheat. It is because of the wheat protein which is there, and not the protein, the carbs and the starch which is present in the wheat is caused due to the wheat allergy. Next, nut allergy. Nut allergy is generally because of the peanut, and sometimes also happens due to the cashew nuts and walnuts also. So this nut allergy is also due to the content or the protein of the nuts which is present in them. Next, fish allergy. Fish allergy is due to the protein present in the fish, that is omega-3, and the protein, actually the meat protein which is there in the fish, in the egg, the shellfish, is because of this particular allergy. Soy allergy. Soy allergy is due to the soy protein which can be in the mushroom, which can be in the soya beans. This is going to cause the soy allergy. Next is the skin allergy. Skin allergy can be caused by touching any substance by the skin, like the dermatitis. Dermatitis is the skin allergy in which a redness appears on the skin. That area becomes itchy, and after some time leaves the blackish scar on the skin. मतलब धब्बे छोड़ जाते हैं. पहले तो रेड रैशेस होते हैं, लाली आ जाती है, एंड देन उस पर बहुत इचिंग होती है, एंड देन जब वो थोड़ी देर के बाद में या थोड़े दिनों के बाद में वहाँ पर एक ब्लैक पैच बन जाता है. दैट इज द डर्मेटाइटिस, एंड इट इज अ काइंड ऑफ अ स्किन एलर्जी which can be caused by touching any substance by the hand or by the skin, or touching any area where the unclean area, where the fungus or where any of the mold spores are there, then we can suffer from this dermatitis. Utric area. Utric area is the again a second kind of a skin allergy. In this, what happened? Some of the bumps, pale red bumps, appear on the skin and the skin become patchy. In this, what happened, especially in the area where there is a moisture on our skin, like where too much of the sweat comes in our body or in our skin, in that area the uteric area occurs, and in this uteric area what happens, the skin swollen and small pale red bumps छाले से निकल जाते हैं. It's become, and the skin become patchy. Skin become blackish and patchy. Next, the skin allergy can be also be caused because of the sap excreted out by the trees, like oak tree, the latex or the gum which comes out of the plant. We can also suffer from the skin allergy from those particular saps. So from the poisonous sap, from the tarpon, all these things which come out from the plant, the body can suffer from the skin allergy from these saps which come out of the plant, like ivy and oak. Next, allergy due to insect sting, like wasps, like bees, like fire ants. If they give us a sting, then we can suffer from the allergy. Like if you must have seen honeybee bites, it gives a sting, then our skin becomes swollen and reddish in color. So किसी को स्किन में इतनी ज़्यादा रेडनेस नहीं आती है, स्किन ज़्यादा स्वेल्ड अप नहीं होती है, वाइल किसी की स्किन बहुत ज़्यादा स्वेल्ड अप हो जाती है, बल्जी हो जाती है एंड कुछ ज़्यादा ही रेड हो जाती है कि उनको डॉक्टर तक को दिखाना पड़ता है बिकॉज ऑफ दिस. सो दैट इज़ द एलर्जी. कई बार होता है चींटी के काटने पर हम किसी की स्किन में कुछ नहीं होता है, वो नॉर्मली थोड़ी देर बाद ठीक हो जाता है, लेकिन किसी की स्किन में क्या होता है, पूरा मान लो किसी को हाथ पे किसी चींटी ने काटा, उसका हाथ पूरा स्वेल्ड अप हो गया, रेड हो गया, और देन दैट इज़ अ एलर्जी बिकॉज ऑफ द sting of that particular insect. Now, other allergies due to the other allergies are due to the allergy to sun, that is UV radiation. When we are exposed to UV radiations, then our skin becomes sensitive, it start burning, and because of the UV rays, UVA, UVB rays, our skin becomes sensitive and the burning patches start appearing on our skin. Sometimes rashes appears on our skin and itchiness appears on our skin. That is allergy due to sun. Cosmetic allergy, again due to the fragrance of any of the deo or perfume or any of the cosmetic item or the chemical present in the cosmetic item, we suffer from itchiness. You must have seen the colors, hair colors, in that there is a note written that kindly use this color in a small area. If feel irritation or itchiness, don't use it. It means if the person is applying that color and the person is feeling some irritation or itchiness, it means the person is allergic towards that particular item or the chemical present in that item. That is a cosmetic allergy. Due to cosmetic allergy, the skin irritation and itchiness appears. Like this, the allergy is due to, some of them suffer from the allergy due to nickel or gold or any kind of the metal, and they can't use artificial metal. Some pus starts coming out and the bumps start appearing on their skin. That is the allergy due to metal. Eye allergy is the conjunctivitis. It can be due to by touching again and again the eyes. It can be because of the microorganism or by the dust mites or the mold spores present in the air. Next, the allergy due to any of the antiseptic like penicillin, like sulfa drug. These all can cause allergy in our body. Many a times what happens, rashes appears, and these rashes leave the scar on the skin and don't go. So this is the allergy due to penicillin and the aspirin or the antibiotics. That is what is said, we should not take an antibiotic because it affects our immune system, and our immune system stops working in a proper condition. So it is because of the this antibiotics which can leave the scar on the skin. It can cause many of the dangerous like harm in our skin, and it can leave the redness and the patchiness in the skin. So this was the topic which we did today. So I have explained about the seasonal allergy, about the perennial allergy, and the entry routes of the allergy. Now on my next lecture we are going to begin with the symptom of the allergies. So kindly read the topic, and if any problem you can ask your queries on my portal. Thank you and stay safe.